Howdy everyone, Force here, and today we'll be looking at Rigid Force Redux on Nintendo Switch. Rigid Force Redux is a beautiful side-scrolling arcade shooter where you go through levels guided by your AI, Sai, blasting enemies and various bosses with a small arsenal of weaponry. As is the norm with these kind of games, you start off with basic weaponry and pick up power-ups that increase your firepower, or even the type of projectile you fire. The cool thing about this game, however, that I haven't seen in any other games of this genre, is that you can move your weapons around, either having it focus all firepower straight forward, have it spread in front of you, or even have some of it on your back so you can shoot at enemies behind you while also firing on enemies in front of you. As you destroy enemies, you'll also collect energy orbs from them that can either be used to hold down special fire mode that unleashes a special attack depending on which weapon you have. You can also expend some of the energy to deflect any projectiles that are about to hit you. It's pretty much a matter of using the energy wisely between defense and offense and knowing when to even use it. The game spans across 6 stages in the main story that are all divided up into a few small stages. After completing a stage, you'll unlock that stage for arcade mode and be able to start from that point should you lose all your lives, and continues in the main mission mode. And yes, this game does somewhat have a story, as each section will open up with a cutscene where Sai will give a bit of info on the mission, but it isn't really that expansive. After the story, you'll have boss rush mode and arcade mode to play through, but those are just if you want to run through the same levels again. Besides leaderboards being an incentive to replay levels, though I don't really care for them as much as I used to, there's also 40 in-game achievements that you can collect. There's also the fact that if you aren't the best at the game like me, you'll be restarting sectors more than a few times, which, depending on what difficulty you're on, will determine how many extra credits you have to retry. The only complaint I have with this system is that when you unlock levels for arcade mode, you also unlock them to restart at that point in the main mission mode, but if you lose all your lives in the current level or decide to take a break at that point, you'll have to go back to the previous mission and do it again to get to the point you were previously at. I found that out the hard way when I played through half the game in one sitting and just beaten the 3rd level and decided I'd finish the second half in another sitting. And when I came back, I had to beat the 3rd level again to get back to the 4th. It wasn't too much of an inconvenience, again, given how much there's only 6 stages, but still, it'd be nice to restart from where you left off. So for my ending statements, I'll say that out of the few games of this genre that I've played, this is one of the better ones. The weapon variety isn't massive, but I've noticed with games like this that you don't usually need a massive arsenal, rather a select few upgradable weapons. In this game, it's a matter of picking between the ones that shoot straight forward or the ones that bounce off surfaces, with the add-on of missiles to either. However, where the arsenal isn't that large, the enemy variety is, as there's plenty of different enemies in each stage, and the bosses are all different enough from each other to provide their own challenge. In the end, is this game fun? Absolutely. Is it $20 fun? I'll leave that to you to decide. So if you want this game yourself, it is available on the eShop for $20. I'd like to thank Headup Games for sending me the review key. This is Force on the Game Clips channel, and I'm out.